what is your take on the crypto Mason saga? What I meant to say is he ended his Binance. The Binance partnership ended. He tweeted about that.
Binance partnership.
No, but that was after he tweeted about HEX and
Yep.
how he likes HEX. Do you think that triggered Binance to end the partnership?
I do, considering we're still in litigation with them.
So you think Binance saw Mason tweet about Richard Heart saying he's a genius?
Yep.
He taught me so much. I'm neutral on HEX, and like Binance is like, cut it.
Yep. Binance changed their
and this here is Mason's tweet after the Binance sponsorship was either terminated or whatever, or expired. The fact that CoinMarketCap gatekeeps market cap is BS. The whole industry would be a lot different if everyone knew this. Binance owns CoinMarketCap, by the way. And he said that he learned about market cap being a vanity metric from Richard Heart. He said he's watched hours of his content. But what are your thoughts on this tweet by Mason Versluis?
I don't think he's dumb, and I think he's catching on to what's going on. But I think when he started this, he didn't have a clue what he's getting into. And plain and simple, I'm not really interested in his concept because I've got nothing to learn from Crypto Mason. He's an expert on sales.
XRP.
he's an expert on sales. I mean, look, he's an entertainer. People like him because he's entertaining, and for some reason, he's been effective doing that. And what does he do? He's just like all the influencers from 2017. What do? Their business model is they take money for sponsorships, and that's how they make their money. They don't make their money. They make their money through referral links, and they make their money through sponsorships, and that's their job. They're entertainers. They're not experts. They don't understand the blockchain. They don't understand liquidity pools. They don't understand, how things in the real economy actually work. They haven't been on this planet long enough to understand how money works, right? They have not ran businesses. They're straight out of high school onto the I'm an expert now, right? And they're able to do that because there's no degree that says I'm a graduate of whatever university that says I have a degree in crypto. Okay. So they're just seizing that. It's like in the special effects field, we see the same thing, right? I have high school kids come in here and they're like, I'm a special effects makeup artist. Really? Yes, I'm the head of blah, blah, blah makeup department. Oh, you are? Okay. Do you know what this is? No. Do you know what that is? Do you know what this is? No. Do you know what that is? No. Okay. I see we're totally on the same page here. See, because I've been doing this for 30 years. You've been doing this for 6 months. But yet the ego builds, right? Because you get a lot of people, when you get a lot of followers, your ego gets heightened, right? You got everybody and their brother telling you, oh, what a good job you're doing. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that was really great. And they pump your ego. And a lot of people get addicted to that ego pumping, and they start believing their own bullshit. And instead of educating and growing, they don't feel a need to, right? And look, before HEX came along, what did most cryptos do? Send and receive. To hear of something that's actually programmed with a T-share system, a truth engine, all these different dynamics that we have in HEX, it's unheard of. So how is he supposed to know? He's an expert in shitcoins. He's an expert in shitcoins and marketing, right? So, how is he supposed to know any different? When you get used to seeing a certain thing, and it's always been that way, you don't expect to find anything new, right? Because most of the crypto space, again, is sitting on benches. Richard's trying to run a marathon, and everybody's just sitting on a bench. They're not trying to improve. Why? Because they got comfortable with selling stick figures. A picture and a promise. They got comfortable with that. They don't need to make a portrait. You know why they don't need to make a portrait? Because they're in the business of selling stick figures.
No, Mason. So it is interesting. So like people don't realize that this is what I said. I said people think that influencers influence their audience, but very often, too often, unfortunately, it's a two-way street, meaning the audience often influences the influencers. And that's why you look at Crypto Mason, the biggest coin that he shills. Yeah. And the sponsors. But like, even that, so like his biggest shill is XRP. And like, why is everyone shilling XRP? It's because as an influencer, you're in the business of getting engagement. You're not in the business of mad gains from crypto. When you get engagement, you get sponsorships, you get traffic, you could basically do whatever you want with your audience now. It's a big audience.
They leverage their amount of viewers and their demographic. They present their amount of viewers and their demographic and their reach as currency to potential investors.
Exactly.
So they can say, it's like the banks do. I have this much money. Let me borrow this much more.
Exactly.
So they leverage their viewership. So that's why it's important that they maintain a high follower account. And that's why it's important that they identify their demographic and to make themselves to be able to say, I need $20,000 to talk about your coin.
Exactly.
I mean, that's where they make them.
And the biggest community right now,
leverage trading.
Yeah. And the biggest community, right? You have a big audience, you get more referral links. The biggest community right now is XRP. I mean, HEX pound for pound is more engaging, but XRP is by far the biggest.
But is it?
Huh?
Or is it illusion? You heard the dead internet theory? Is it real or is it illusion?
No,
how many actual real physical people do you see promoting XRP and only
there's
XRP?
a lot. No, there's a lot. And the proof is my TikToks bashing XRP get like 80,000 views.
Yeah, from bot farms in China. This is what I'm telling you. You don't see these. Where is the XRP party? I saw the XRP party at XRP. I saw them wearing their stupid little crab claws and doing their XRP party at XRP.
But regardless,
XRP gatherings.
But regardless of that, to these influencers, they don't know that, so they want to get the most views and the most audience, and they're like, "Let me talk about XRP because that has the most viewers."
Bot farming.
But whatever. What I'm saying is, okay, so it's bot farming, but like, yeah, that's why they all cover XRP. They know Ripple dumps on them, like they know Ripple dumps on their head, but they don't care because that's the biggest community. That is the juggernaut, at least what they see as the juggernaut. Same thing with like Cardano and things like that. HEX is not big enough yet, but it is emerging. And the proof is Mason cannot get his head away from HEX and Richard Heart. He's made videos on it. He's been tweeting him like long tweets, like the type of tweets that you have to pay in order to have that many character type of tweets.
That's because he's dealing with real people. He ended up in Freddie Quote's Furu eulogy, as a result of his tweet. He's ended up in several. I mean, when you go on the record and you make a statement like that, he never expected the blowback that he got. He's been featured. We're talking about him now, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about the things that he said before, right? Look, great for him, but I don't have a use for him. Okay.
I do.
I thought it was really entertaining how like their whole mob, their whole blockchain boy and Mason group came in and had to talk shit in my TikTok. Guess who's still got money? Lots of it, plenty. Didn't hurt me a damn bit. And I was never there for the following or the likes or anything. I was just trying to support what I was supporting, and it just pissed me off that people were talking out of turn. They had no argument whatsoever. It was literally, it was almost scripted. They talked around, it was just ad hominem attacks, and they just, talked around the whole point without making a point. And it was like, they don't know what HEX is. I mean, it was obvious to anybody that knew what HEX was. They did not know. Okay. Now their motivation to do that video, I don't know, because instead they got a whole community of real people, not bots, but a whole community of real people with their own unique personalities that are holding very large bags, pissed off at them. And those real people will follow them for the rest of their life to remind them of that. And there's not anything any one of us can do about it now. I mean, I'm uninterested.
Well, Freddie said he's deleting it.
Freddie's gonna blur out the picture, but that's about it.
So that's good.
So that's good for him. He saves a little bit of face. But guess what? He's on all kinds. He's on the HEX Rewind. He's on, he's going to be documented forever. This is what happens when you're wrong in history. When you're the village idiot, you get labeled the village idiot, and you will continue to be the village idiot forever. So you shouldn't speak out of turn. And I feel bad for the guy. He's a young guy, made a mistake, but guess what? There are consequences for those actions.
Is there repentance though? Will you forgive him if he, puts on the hex cap, the forward cap, and starts saying very good things?
He's irrelevant to me.
Will he get forgiven?
But he's irrelevant to me. All of these influencers are irrelevant to me. All these people that were wrong and on the wrong side of history, they have a choice whether or not they want to be on the right side of history now and admit their mistake and be on the right side of history now, or if they just want to carry on this thing and never learn anything. That's up to them. I think they should be learning from us. If they're too egocentric to humble up and realize, hey, we were trying to help people and they were the ones screwing them up by sending them to leverage trading platforms and centralized exchanges and all these other things to earn yield. Dude, these people did not help people. They screwed them because they didn't have the knowledge to be speaking on the topics that they claim they're an expert in. They weren't ready. They took a job they couldn't do, right? You can't fire an influencer. They're just on the internet for forever. But you have to realize in life there are consequences for your actions.
That's a great point.
I can't tell Hexicans how to treat Mason and how not to treat Mason. Each one of them are going to react to him in their own way, right? I don't see a point in picking on the kid. He's obviously a smart kid. He's built up a following. He could be good if he wanted to turn around and actually say, hey, look, Hex is something special. It's something different. It's not like the other things I've promoted before. No, I'm not paid to promote Hex, but I see the potential here where I didn't see it with the other stuff that I was promoting before. I mean, look. Yeah, well, enough of that.
Would you do a stream with Crypto Mason if he asked you?
Would I do a stream with Crypto Mason if he asked me? See, this is the problem where I don't see where he's added value. But if the community wanted it, I would do it for our community. I would represent on behalf of our community. But
I would want it.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not upset with him. I understand why he's done what he's done. And I'm for the most part, I'm letting it go. I'm not going to keep trolling on him because yes, he's kind of learned that something's going on here that he wasn't aware of, and he has updated his worldview. Now, if he was still a hater, no, I don't think I would bother with him.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. So I guess hopefully he will repent. Hopefully he will turn it around.